Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make joey pouches. Yes, there's another type of joey pouch. These are the kind that we're going to be making today. Well, technically, it's two pouches because there's the outer pouch and then the removable liner. They ask that for every outer pouch, you make at least 3 to 4 linings. That's because they swap the lining pouches out pretty frequently. The animals have little accidents in them. I mean, who can blame them? They're injured and they're scared. They don't know what's going on. There are absolutely no raw edges on these pouches, and when you fold the lining down, there's nothing for the animals to get caught on. The reason that there's no raw edges is because we use French seams for both the outer and the lining, and I'll show you how to make them. The first thing you will need is your pattern. There's a lot of different sizes to choose from, all the way from extra extra small to extra extra large. I'll leave a link in the description below where to find them. Print out and tape together the size you want to make. Did anyone else notice we don't have to convert for these patterns? Wahoo! Now for the fabric options. For the outer pouch, you can use a wide variety of fabrics, from cotton, fleece, and flannel. The liner needs to be 100% natural fibers only. This is for the safety and breathability for the injured animals. Remember when cutting out your fabric to place it on the fold. Go ahead and cut out 2 outer and 2 lining pieces. Let's start with the outer pouch. For your outer pouch, you're going to place your fabric right sides together. Pin and sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way around. Now you're going to trim what you just sewed to about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Make sure you don't cut into your stitches. Roll the top of the pouch down towards the wrong side twice, about 1 inch each time. Put a couple clips or pins and sew all around that opening. If you can, remove your accessory tray. This will make sewing around that opening a lot easier. Sew around that opening where you just folded the fabric down. You should have something that looks like this. Of course, clip any loose threads. Flip your fabric right side out. Smooth the seams down and iron. That will help the seams lay flat. Now stitch around the pouch again using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. This will totally enclose where you trim that fabric to 1/8 of an inch. Ooh la la, look at that. See how there's no bits of fabric poking through? Outer pouch is done. Now let's make the lining pouch. For the lining, you're going to take your 2 pieces and place them wrong sides together. Pin and sew around the edge using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Trim any extra fabric around the pouch to about 1/8 of an inch. Make sure not to cut into your stitches. Flip the pouch inside out. Roll the top edge down towards the wrong side of the fabric twice, about 1 inch each time. Otherwise, that seam will be showing on the final pouch, and the animals can get caught up in that. Smooth the seams and press everything flat. Put a couple clips or pins. Sew around the rolled edge and around the edge of the pouch using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. If you can, remove your accessory tray. This will make sewing around that opening a lot easier. Sew around that opening where you just folded the fabric down. And around the edge of the pouch using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Ta-da! Perfect French seams. Don't forget to make a few extra liners. Now put the lining into the outer pouch, roll the top down, and you're done. See? Not so scary. If you're working on one of the smaller pouches, you can always fold the top edge down twice and sew right across that edge and then continue with your French seam. This just helps because it's such a small area. The other thing you can do if you don't have a removable accessory tray is once you sew the first step of the French seam, roll the edges under twice and then just manipulate the fabric under the needle. It's a little bit trickier this way, but it can be done. What's supposed to happen?